Okay, so today I took delivery of my Fire TV Stick 4K Max with 16 gigabytes of storage. Got it in the Black Friday sales at a knockdown price. Now, apologies for the box. Unfortunately, Amazon decided not to box this up in a box of its own, but simply stick the delivery sticker on the front of it. And I've tried to get it off as best I can, but I have caused a little bit of damage to the box in doing so. But the box is still sealed. It's in its entirety. And what I'm going to do today is we're going to show you how that you can set one of these up, and I'm going to show you also how you can set it up without having to give your credit or debit card details, thus therefore stopping you or other people who might use the stick from buying apps on the stick and only use the free apps. I'm also going to show you how you can unlock it, so stick around. All the details coming up shortly. Don't forget to like this video, share it and subscribe to my channel. Doing these three things help us make more great videos for you. Okay, so first of all, as I don't want to give over my debit or credit card details as part of the setup, what I'm going to do is I'm going to create a completely separate Amazon account. Now, I've got a secondary email address I can use for that. So what I've had to do is I've had to jump onto a computer. You can't do this from a mobile phone or a tablet. You've got to do it from a computer. And I've signed out of my Amazon account. And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go up here and I'm going to go to New Customer, Start Here. So move your mouse over New Customer and the word Start Here. Left click once and it's going to ask for your first and last name, so I'm going to stick that in, and it's also going to ask for your mobile number or email address. Now in my case I'm going to give a email address which isn't registered to Amazon currently because I want to keep this separate, as I say. And also I've selected a password. Make sure you can remember this password if you're following me, and then we just click on verify email there, and here it's asking me to solve this puzzle. So I'm going to do that, and it's asking me here to pick the octopus, and now it's saying it's sent a one-time passcode to my email. And there we are. I've just gone into my emails and found the code. So now I've headed back over to Amazon. I've typed in the code and I'm going to click verify. It's now asking me to add a mobile phone number, which I'm going to do, and then click add mobile number. And then I've got to verify that too. So I've got the code from my mobile, typed it in there and click create your Amazon account. Okay, so now the account has been opened. What we need to do is we need to go up to account and lists up there, and then click on your addresses just over here, go to add address, and then what we want to do is we want to click in postcode and enter your postcode. Now this does have to be a valid address for where you want to use your Fire Stick. So I've just typed in the postcode. Now I'm going to type in the first line of my address, and there we go. I've filled it out. I've had to blur it out obviously for security reasons, so I'm going to tick there, make this my default address, and I'm going to click add address just down there. There we go. So my address is confirmed. It is actually blurred out. So is my phone number. If I then click on one-click settings, now this is very, very important. This is where a lot of people go wrong. They don't follow this bit, which means it's not going to work. So make sure you click one-click settings just under there, just under related. Then we need to turn one-click on. So it says here one-click disabled for this browser. So let's turn that on. And then we click payment method just there. So click change. Now it will ask for payment details, but all we do here, and again this is very, very important, just click on the cross just up there in the top right hand corner. So don't click continue, don't enter in anything here, just click on the cross. So what we're going to do is we're going to now unbox it. So let's just take this and let's just peel off the seal just there. Takes a little bit to get off. There we go. That's unpeeled, and then we can pop the box open like so, and we're going to see what we've got inside. Let's have a little sneak peek of what's inside the box there. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to pull this little cardboard tube, and there we go. There's the inside of the box. So let's see what we got here. So we've got the power cable just there, and then we've got the stick itself in this cellophane wrapping. Let's just undo that. So just carefully peel this off if we can, and let's slide the stick out. And there we go. There is my Fire TV stick. Let's just hold it up the right way. There we go. So next thing we've got in here is our remote control. So again, let's just peel this off and take the remote out. It's a little bit tougher, that one. So slide the remote out, and we've also got a little bit of a sticker over the top of it. Let's peel that off. There we go. One Fire TV 4K Max 2nd gen remote control there. A little bit larger than the old remotes. Just see a bit longer, as you can see there. Let's just turn them on this side so you can see. There we go. So let's put that to one side. The next thing we've got in here is we've got some user manuals by the looks of it. There you go. A hello manual. And that gives us some ideas on how to set the stick up and what the functions are on the remote control. And on the other side, we've got the safety regulations, etc., and wireless details. So let's just pull this lead out just here. It's a little bit tricky. In actual fact, let's open the box that way and pull that through there. So that is your extension cable. So if you don't want to plug this in directly into the back of the TV, what you can do is you can plug this end here into the back of the TV, and then your Fire Stick into that there, like so. And what you've got there is you've got a little bit of play, you've got a little bit of a bend there if you want to. So if your HDMI socket is sticking out the back of the telly and your telly's mounted to the wall, obviously you're not going to be able to plug this directly in, otherwise, because the end of the Fire Stick is going to be up against the wall. So it's good to have this, and that gives it some flexibility. You can plug it into your TV and bend it downwards or to the side. So what else have we got in the box? So let's just turn the box round there. There we go. There's the plug. That's a UK plug because I'm in the UK. So let's just undo that. Let's peel this off here. There we go. Trying to do this as neat as possible, but no, that isn't going to happen, is it? In this case, so let's rip it off, shall we? There we go. Be a devil. Right, there's my plug. There's my little socket there that the this lead goes into. So lastly, I think the last thing we've got in here is a set of AAA batteries for the remote. So first thing we're going to do then is we're going to open the back of the remote. As you can see there, there's an arrow pointing downwards. So let's just pull the back cover off like so. Put the batteries in. Make sure the little nib at the end of the battery is facing the top of the remote on both of the batteries, that is. So there we go. Pop those in and then slide the remote control cover back up. So the next thing we need to do is let's undo the power cable. So pull that off and undo that. Now, one end of the power cable goes into the bottom there of the plug, and it'll only go one way. So if it doesn't go in, then turn the cable round and try it the other way. But luck would have it, I got it right first time. So the other end here will eventually go into the bottom of the Fire Stick. It'll go in like so there, and again it'll only go one way round, so if it doesn't fit, try it the other way, and there we go. And as I say, if we want to, we've got this optional extension cable here if we want to use that, and what that will do is that will go into the Fire Stick like so. Again, it'll only go one way round. There we go, and then that goes into the back of the TV. Okay, so I'm going to plug mine into the back of the TV, which I found an HDMI socket just there. It says above it HDMI in. So let's just plug that in like so. Make sure that it's firmly plugged in. There we go. And I've used the extension cable. Okay, and then we need to ensure that we plug our plug into the plug socket. And then what we need to do is we need to grab our router and just find our router's Wi-Fi details. These are usually on the back or on the underneath of the router. Okay, so I've just turned my Fire Stick on, and now it's asking me to press the home button on the remote. And there we go. Now it said press the play pause button to start. So I've just pressed that. Choose your language. So I'm going to choose English United Kingdom, middle button. And now it's asking us, do we want to set it up with the Fire TV app or the remote? Well, I'm going to set up with remote. So it's now scanning for networks. And what I need to do is I need to put in my network. So I need to select my Wi-Fi, and then I'm going to put in my Wi-Fi password. Now make sure you put this in carefully because it is case sensitive. Okay, so I've just popped that in. I've blurred it out for security. I'm going to press the play pause button on the remote to connect. And it's confirmed that the connection was successful. So it's now going to check for updates. Now it's going to do this because the Fire Stick that you've bought has probably sat on the shelf for quite a while since it was manufactured. So it's just getting itself up to date with all the latest bug fixes, etc. And there we go. I paused this video just while it was doing this. It's the white lines got right to the end now. And there you go, it's saying your Fire TV Stick 4K Max will restart, and it's just turning off. And here we go, it's now updating. So this is very important. Do not unplug the power cable during this update. If you unplug it, then it will completely screw up the system and you won't be able to recover it. You may have to end up sending your Fire TV Stick back for a replacement. Again, just be patient with it. This bar may look as though it's not moving at times, but believe you me, it is. If it takes an hour, leave it an hour. Do not unplug and try and restart it at this stage. Okay, so the update ran and the Fire Stick is now restarting. And it seems to be hanging on the Fire TV logo for a while, but don't worry, this is normally perfectly normal. There we go, it's now moving on. After an update, that can sometimes take a little while to go through. The same with this here, the Fire TV logo. You may get the sweeping fire go through a few times more than what you normally would expect. But again, it's still updating in the background. This is perfectly normal. So again, please do not unplug your Fire Stick whilst this is doing this. And there we go. It's now going on to the next part of the installation. So again, scanning for networks and checking for even more updates, and it's downloading the latest software update again. Now this might happen a few times because some updates can't be installed until other updates are installed. There you go, finishing updates. So hopefully now shouldn't be too much longer. Again, please don't try and interrupt this while it's finishing the updates. Just leave it plugged in and switched on. Okay, so it's asking me if I have an account sign in, or if I'm new to Amazon, then create a free account. But I already have an account, so I'm going to select that option there. And it's given us 3 ways to sign in. We can sign in online using this code here, sign in with a QR code if we've got a mobile device, or we can press the 3 horizontal lines on the remote control to sign in using the remote. So I've selected the 3 horizontal lines. I'm going to do it the manual way. So I've typed in my email address. That's been blurred out for security. I'm going to press the play pause button on the remote. Now it's asking for my Amazon password. And there we are. I've typed in my Amazon password again, blurred it out for security reasons. So I'm going to press the play pause button on the remote. And now it's registering the Amazon Fire TV. Hopefully this shouldn't take too long. There you go, successfully registered. And it's saying, welcome Chris, this Amazon Fire TV Stick 4K Max will be registered to your account. And we've got the option here to change the account if we want to change it to a different one, or continue. I'm just going to continue. So it's saying here, do you want to save Wi-Fi passwords to Amazon? Wi-Fi passwords entered on this device will be saved to Amazon to help you connect your compatible devices. To learn more, visit amazon.com/device support. You can enable or disable this feature in settings, network, Wi-Fi passwords. So yeah, I'm going to say yeah. Okay, but if you don't want Amazon saving your Wi-Fi details, then select no. And here we go, it's asking us to select your cookie preferences. So read through this, press the 3 horizontal lines on the remote control to learn more about the cookies that Amazon use. I'm going to accept this, otherwise it's just going to keep coming up. I mean, I trust Amazon, so just highlight accept. But if you don't want to accept them, then highlight decline and then press the middle button on the remote control. It's now checking for backups. So it's saying that it's found a backup from a previous Fire Stick. If you want to restore that, restore some of your Amazon App Store downloaded apps, then you can do that. It won't restore any side-loaded apps, unfortunately, and it'll also restore any settings as well. But I'm going to say no, I'm going to skip that. So let's just press highlight skip middle button. Preparing for your remote setup. So we're just going to go through that there, and it's saying we will be playing music during the next step. Please make sure the volume is turned up, then continue. So I'm going to press next. Now it never ever finds the remote on mine because I'm not directly connected to a TV. I'm connected to a special box where I can capture this on screen for you to watch on YouTube. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to say yes there you go. And it's all set up. So now it says it's optimizing, and now it's loading, and it's given us an opportunity to try Amazon Prime for a 30-day free trial. I'm going to say not now, so I'm going to press the down part of the ring on the remote to highlight not now in orange, and then middle button on the remote control. And as you can see, it's now loading this part here, and it's going to give us or offer us a trial for Amazon Kids. But I'm going to press the down part of the ring on the remote control once again, highlight no thanks in white, middle button. And here it's going to ask us what apps do we want to install from the Amazon App Store. It allows us to quickly select some apps. So I'm going to say get started with this, so middle button, and it says what apps do you want? Well, I want the BBC iPlayer, I want ITVX, I want Channel 4, don't have Disney or Paramount. I'm going to go across here. Yep, I'll have a bit of Sky News, go across even further. There's nothing in there really that I want. I'm going to go across even further. Yep, definitely want YouTube. I want My5 and I want UK TV Play. So I've got to the end there. Oh, let's have a bit of BBC Sounds as well. I've got to the end there. So it says in the bottom right hand corner, press the play pause button to continue. So I'm going to do that. And so it says here, the following will be added to your home screen. These are all the things that I've added. So I'm just going to press the middle button on the remote control to finish, and it's asking us now, do we want to enable parental controls? No, I don't. So I've highlighted no parental controls, middle button, and there we go. So it's now come up, welcome to Fire TV. So again, I'm going to press the middle button, but read this if you feel you need to. And it's asking us who's watching Fire TV. Well, it's me. So I'm going to press the middle button on the remote again, and now it's setting up. Now, what if you want to be able to sideload stuff onto the Fire Stick? And all we're going to do is we're going to go across to the settings cog and then down to My Fire TV, middle button. Then I'm going to go into About. And here now I'm going to highlight the name of the stick, which is the 4K Max. And I'm going to press the middle button several times. I'm going to keep pressing the middle button on the remote control until we see no need, you're already a developer. Then I can press the back button on the remote control once. I can go into developer options just there, which has now appeared. And I can go into install unknown apps. And if I've got an application in there that needs to allow downloading, then I can switch that on. At the moment, I haven't got an app. So what I'm going to need to do is I'm going to press the home button on the remote control. That's the picture of the house. Go across to the magnifying glass, go down to search, middle button, and then I'm going to start to type on my on-screen keyboard downloader. After you've typed a few letters, you should see downloader appear underneath the on-screen keyboard. Highlight it in white, middle button on the remote control, and then highlight this orange and white downloader icon just there, middle button, and then this screen will come up, middle button again, and it should start to download and install. So there you go, it says you've got an app. There are several ways to open your apps from the apps section in the main menu by holding down the home button and selecting apps to see all of your apps. With the voice remote, e.g. open Netflix. Now, the middle option there by holding down the home button and selecting apps, I don't think that works now on the 4K Max second generation. So I'm going to try it. I'm just going to press the middle button to say I've got this. And I'm just going to press and hold the home button on the remote. No, that's not there. The ambient experience is there in its place. As you can see, just while I'm talking here, I can see in the bottom right hand corner, apps are now being installed, the ones that I've asked it to install. So no, apps aren't there. So to get to your apps, let's just go back to the main menu. What we need to do is we need to go across to this here and then middle button on the remote. And there we go. There's our apps. Some of them, we've got some blank spots here. Some of them were loading. That's now filled. So what I'm going to need to do is now I've got Downloader installed, I'm going to need to go into it and I need to allow Downloader to access photos, media and files on the device. So make sure that allow is highlighted. If you've got deny highlighted, this simply won't work. So make sure that allow is highlighted, middle button on the remote control, middle button again. And then what we need to do is we need to just press the home button on the remote to go back, go across to settings just over there, and then go down to My Fire TV, middle button, and then go into developer options, middle button, and then go into install unknown apps again, middle button. And here we can select Downloader. As you can see, Downloader shows that it's off at the moment, which means the Downloader can't download apps to the Fire Stick. It's locked it down, but we want to unlock this. So I'm just going to highlight Downloader, press the middle button on the remote control, and there you go, that now goes to on. So let's press the home button on the remote to go back to the main menu, go back into Downloader. If you can't find Downloader anywhere on the main screen, then what you're going to have to do is go across to this here, just to the left of the settings cog, and then middle button on the remote control, and then go down to Downloader, just down there, middle button. And then press the up button on the remote control, middle button, and type in there 21203. That's 21203. Then press the play pause button on your remote. And what it will do now is, after 5 seconds, it will take you to my website. Don't worry about this cookie notice if it comes up. And there we go. It's now taken you to my website. And we've got loads of things down here which can help enhance your experience with the Fire TV Stick and get you a good few more apps and utilities. So there you go. That guide showed you how you can set up a brand new Fire TV Stick or even a Fire TV Cube, connect it to your Wi-Fi, sign it in, and then unlock it. I hope you liked this video and I hope it helped you. If it did, consider hitting that thanks button just below and make a donation to this channel. Or have a look in the description down below. We've got loads of great links for you down there. Links to my Amazon store. If you're looking for a new Fire TV Stick or Fire TV Cube or Fire TV accessories, there's links down there too. If you're looking for a VPN, there's also links down there as well. Donating, buying or subscribing through the thanks button or the links down below really does help support this channel. It helps me to dedicate more time to research and bring you these videos. And whilst you're at my YouTube channel, why not stick around? I've got thousands of other videos for you right here, right now, covering all sorts of subjects. Hopefully whilst you're here, you're going to find something to educate you, entertain you, amuse you, and maybe even save you some time and money.